Back now with the coach, Bruce Boudreau. Bruce, Alexis Lafreniere has been a force in these playoffs. It's been a slow build-up since he went first overall back in the 2020 draft. But he's just come off a career regular season. He's tied for third on the team in points with Artemi Panarin. And he was amazing in the Game 3 win for the Rangers. Has he finally arrived?
Well, I hope he's finally arrived. He did have a great year for him because we're comparing him against him.
Yeah.
We're not
against the expectations for him.
Yes. But he only got 20-some goals. It wasn't like he was a 65-goal scorer. But the moves that he made to score the last 2 goals in the last game, saying, this guy's something. And let's not forget, Guy Lafleur, it took him the 3rd year in Montreal. Everybody thought, this guy might be a bust.
He was coming into a tough spot with huge expectations as well.
Well, same thing. First overall, Montreal, New York. Different eras, but it took him to the 3rd year before he became Guy Lafleur. And I think Lafreniere, the best thing that they did was put him on a top 6 line and didn't trade for anybody at the trade deadline that pushed him back, which I think hurt him last year. But I think now his confidence to the point where he's 22 years old, when he starts, only if they make it to the finals or next year, he's now going to be a real star on that team.
All right. Now, as for the Panthers, they're not all that worried. At least that's what they're saying. They say they're not bothered by Lafreniere or anything else for that matter. Sam Bennett said, despite being behind in the series, and this is a quote, "You wake up, sun is shining, and everything is good here," end quote. Is that false bravado by a guy who thinks his team's in trouble? Or do the Panthers really feel that they're confident in this series?
I think it's both. You have to say that. You can't say, oh, my God, the Rangers, how can we beat them? You can't say that. But at the same time, I've watched all 3 games, and I thought that they should have won all 3 games in Florida. And, I just love the way they forecheck. If they can keep getting it deep, eventually it's going to break. And I think they're the kind of team that can win 2, 3, or 4 games in a row. I've liked them from the beginning. And I think the Ranger defense, quite frankly, if you forecheck them and put pressure on them, they give the puck away. And they need Shesterkin to be Shesterkin. And, sometimes it can only work for 4 games or 5 games. Not every time does it work for all 7 games.
And the Florida Panthers need Bobrovsky to be Bobrovsky. He gave up 5 goals in Game 3. That only happened twice this season. But both times he responded in a big way. He's 2-0 following those games, and one of those was by a shutout.